Two big, beautiful volatility spikes today in the cryptocurrency markets as Bitcoin seems to have finally resolved its range, this time to the upside. But wait, there's more. Violent move back down inside the range, leaving everyone on the edge of their seats as we wait and watch for what Bitcoin does next. Find out how to profit off of this opportunity in today's episode of Breaking Bitcoin. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and to another exciting episode of Breaking Bitcoin. That feeling when the transition button doesn't transition as fast as you want. I really hope somebody screen grabbed that screen grab of me. Anyways, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Justin Wise, lead analyst and senior mentor at KrakenCryptocurrency.com. Hopefully everybody is having a fantastic day in the cryptocurrency markets, whether you're up or down. Just keep remembering that it gets better. The days will come. Keep cracking away at your strategy as we do, and good things tend to come. All right, we've got an exciting show for you today. We're going to be focused a lot on current price action, obviously what's happening. Some days, Bitcoin's just kind of crawling around and we're poking it with a stick, asking it to do something. And today it's been doing things. I'll go over my highs, my lows over the past 24 hours, recount today's premium community mentoring session that we had just a while ago, thoughts that we had during that discussion, give you guys an update on our newsletter situation, and also best ways to profit during the bear market. Although, as we continue on, kind of not feeling like a bear market the last few weeks. Anyways, if you'd like to support the stream and you enjoy the content, right down there below the video is, of course, a link to like the video and subscribe as well. You guys are the fuel that keeps the channel alive, as always. And if you have any questions, drop them in the live chat. Without further ado, into the live stream. Okay, here we go. Here's what we're looking at today. We've got an exciting movement up as Bitcoin broke briefly above resistance, looked like it was going to push higher, and then violently, and I mean violently, pushed to the downside, about a 3% candle in the space of 1 hour here. And this 3% movement up. So completely giving back all of the gains that were made on this apparent breakout candle. And we find ourselves back in the range at the top of the range, pushing at the level of intraday resistance right now as we speak that had been testing and teasing us earlier. All right. Testing and teasing us earlier. So for a deeper analysis of this movement, let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. I'll tell you how I handled this well. I'll tell you how I handled this poorly and where I'm currently sitting at right now. Okay, well, currently sitting at right now, we always have issues. Okay, here we go. Currently sitting at about short 1 BTC from about the midpoint of that upper high level that we were able to get at right there. 192. I'll break 192 currently up in ROI, just one little BTC short right here. And we'll talk about that a little bit more here in a second. But let's get back to the charts here on the 15-minute time frame. What did we experience? What were kind of the telltale signs? I put out my newsletter this morning, and at the time we were right around this area of the range right here. And what I had said was, I had said going into last evening yesterday that I didn't like the idea that Bitcoin, if we kind of zoom out to the 4-hour time frame here and really take a 4-hour look at this range, make sure we have log scale on. I took a 4-hour look at this range. I didn't like the idea, or I didn't like the appearance that Bitcoin was making lower highs and then grinding this level of resistance. But then this morning, upon closer review, down on the hourly, I did identify that we had a nice double bottom. And more importantly than just a double bottom, we had a double bottom with a higher low. All right. Again, same things that I like to look for: spikes in volatility, right? Spikes in volatility, large volume, large wick, generally indicative of a good reversal opportunity or the price is going to begin moving in the opposite direction. And how do we trade ranges? We short as price comes toward the bottom. We assume that price will not break out. And as we approach the top of the range, we fade. We assume that price will not break out. All right. Sometimes this is painful, as we'll hear about in my recounting of today's trading activities. Sometimes it works exactly as we expect. The idea is to have such an entry strategy that the times we are correct are sufficiently profitable, and the times we are incorrect are not hazardous to our financial well-being, because we are practicing sound risk management, only allowing ourselves to lose a certain portion of our trading account per trade. For me, that's 2% per trade. So I can lose 10 trades in a row before I lose a life-altering portion of my account. And keep in mind that if you take 1,000 trades, you are statistically likely to have 10 losing trades in a row. So make sure you prepare your strategy for that. Doesn't matter how profitable you are. Doesn't matter how good of a trader you are. If 10 bad trades wipe out your entire trading account, you're done for. So you just cannot statistically trade with 10% risk. You really can't even trade with statistically 5% risk for a sustained period of time until you run into a big problem. So this is all going to be slightly different depending on what your strategy is and what types of trades you're taking. For example, trend following traders can have many small losses followed by a very large win that tends to make up for it. Whereas reversal traders really have to optimize on having a high hit rate and keeping that risk tolerance in check. All right. Okay. So what did we experience today? What did I think the opportunities were this morning? As I said in the newsletter, I did think that the opportunities were going to be trading to the upside today. This was shortly after this last test came in. This is exactly where we were as the bell rang this morning, as the stock market opened up. And as we drove down and were unable to make a lower low on this green candle right here that had a positive green hour close, a nice hammer candle hourly here right here, we did begin pushing up, testing resistance, and we closed this inverted hammer candle right here. This one right here. Sorry that there we go. That one right there, the one that my grid is on, right? Let's zoom in on that baby just a little bit. We were able to successfully close this one above resistance and then started seeing upside momentum. All right, now, as you guys can see, this trade right here, I had taken this trade. We'd also taken a trade at 2301, so basically 23,000. We took a long trade, sat in some drawdown on that throughout these movements right here. And if we would have broken down, if we would have closed the hourly candle below this level of support, I would have eaten the loss on that. Fortunately, that didn't happen, so we were able to recover that trade. I closed that trade out successfully for the group up here on the highs. I also took on my own this long trade off the lows right here. Not all without scorn, because I did overestimate the power and the movement of this. I wasn't expecting us to break to the upside this powerfully. So I did take a scalp short on the movement up here and got stopped that on the way up. So I was able to profit overall off of today's movements, but had to give back a little bit of that profit. Then, since we did have an hourly breakout above, I took a long position for about 15 minutes and then closed that after after about a $50 drawdown. And I'll show you why here. So I took a long position on this candle and we closed red. And I thought about it for a few seconds and I didn't like the fact that if we're breaking out, I want to see immediate follow through. If you're taking a breakout trade and price doesn't immediately go in your favor, you close the trade. And then I saw this candle and I did something that I'm now happy that I did, but I did take that short position that I'm currently in right now. And as long as this trade goes okay, then I'll be able to close today's P&L with 2 successful winning trades. That's $800 in profit for the day. That's very good. That means I don't really have to search so hard for a profitable trade tomorrow or really even the day after. If I'm trying to stick to that target of having 360 trades per year, 65% win rate at $400 on a win, $200 on a loss, meaning I'll make about $73,000 to $75,000 without accounting for fees. So, and then I can finally justify to my family why I trade cryptocurrency all day long. Shout outs to everybody in the live stream. Ron Legato, Crypto Rick, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to have you guys. Thank you so much. As always, if you guys have questions about any of my analysis, about questions about any of my positions, feel free to drop them in the live chat. Also, this is the time to ask you guys, how did you guys handle this rally? Did you guys stay predominantly long? Did you guys take shorts kind of in disbelief? Were those unprofitable for you? What was the resolution of your trades? How were you able to kind of stitch this together? And how are you feeling after this? Keep in mind, it's very important as a trader to be documenting and journaling everything that you do. This is one reason why I do the live streams. This is one reason why I publish my trades to the Premium Trading Group. It holds me accountable and keeps me better on top of the decisions that I'm making. Because I'm not just taking a trade and it's random. I take a trade and thousands of people know about it. And sometimes that sucks, you know what I mean? Because people ride my ass when I do something, you know, that's stupid. But it also helps keep me accountable, and it creates a stronger bond between me and my community and gives me a stronger and deeper purpose for doing what I do. So, okay. So Yeah, so pretty enthusiastic breakout here to the upside, followed by a Darth Maul candle and an immediate retreat, immediate give back of all of that, coming back down to a level of support. Now, we really have two options right now. We really have two options. So this is how I'm going to play this right now. So the original game plan, hold on, Peter doesn't really like what's going on right now. Oh, we're waiting. We're waiting and we're drinking tea. There we go. Okay. Now, the game plan is if we see a confirmed candle close above a level of resistance, we enter into that trade. If price doesn't begin immediately moving in our favor, we close that position. That's how we got to the situation we're in right now. And then I took a sneaky short, and that's currently paying off for me. So we really have two options right now. Here's what we're watching for. One, price closes back above this level of resistance. And I'm on the I'm on the Binance chart right now. So let's actually switch over. Let's keep it on the Binance chart. That's totally fine. So that level is going to be $23,371.80. So let's just call it $23,370. All right. If we close back above 23,370, we'll be longing. We'll be taking that 15 to 1 hour close above that level of resistance, and we'll be taking that breakout trade up to about 24,500, 24,000. That's the primary game plan right here. My current game plan is to hold this short and respond to that market movement. Either the hourly close of the 15 or hourly close above, take the breakout long, and again, same rules apply. If the trade moves in our favor, then we hold the position. If it does not, then we drop it. You guys can use your own metrics for what that means. Personally, I like to see the immediate successive candle close continue moving in my direction. So if we have a breakout trade, if we have a 15-minute candle that closes above that level, 23,371, I want to see the very next candle close up. It needs to be a green candle. If it's a red candle, I'm out. All right. And then you have a good level to set your stop loss for invalidation. It's going to be the low of the breakout candle. It's always going to be the low of the breakout candle. Yeah. Now, if we do get a swing failure pattern, if that is the situation, if we get a swing failure pattern, which we might be experiencing right now, where we are unable to make a higher high, personally, if that was going to happen, I'd like to see that point of failure come up here. That would mean I'd get, in a sense, faked out on that long trade. So if we get a long trade and then we're unable to close above, like the next candle maybe wicks up but then closes back down, I'll be taking the short position because that will be a swing failure pattern and we'll be targeting toward the bottom of the range, which is what we're currently doing right now by default with my current short position. And just for clarity, where is the bottom of the range? Around this $22,300 level. So bottom of the range, this is the level that we tapped on twice. We have tested this level of support. Let's go to the hourly. We'll be able to see this a little bit more clearly. We have tested this level of support once, twice, 3 times. 3 taps on support. So we currently have a scenario where Bitcoin has finished a bullish trend. We consolidated. We broke violently to the upside and immediately came back down within the range. As of yet, we've been able to close above intraday resistance or this daily level of resistance, meaning if things stay the way they are right now, if we don't march back up and close above either our intraday level or our daily level of resistance, which is now the level that I'm watching, then what we just saw was a pretty slick liquidity grab. And that would likely hint at a pullback. All right, let's slide over. Shout outs to Ron Legato, Profit Bear, Crypto Rick, Bird made a bag load of money on the APT bullish triangle from $16 to $19 today. APT pulling off some serious gains into all-time high territory. Great trend. Ron Legato would like to see some Aptos technical analysis. We can certainly take a look at it. Matter of fact, why not? Okay. All right. So launch, or listing, I should say, not necessarily launch. Pullback, uptrend with decreasing volume. Fourth subsequent green weekly candle close. Daily time frame. Okay. Launch, drive down, accumulation, current run up, big green. No significant signs of rejection or weakness yet in the uptrend. Decreasing volume. Blow off top. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Yeah, good, nice, sustained, healthy uptrend. Let's go to our trend detector here. Obviously, you don't need a genius to tell you this. Above all major moving averages, current level of support would be about $14.97 based on the Chiku spawn from the Ichimoku. We've got some nice confluence there with our faster exponential moving averages as well from our 8, 13, and 21. Kijun well below the Tenkan-san, so Ichimoku is supporting the uptrend as well. All major moving averages moving up. So in a scenario like this, when something is very bullish, you can always do the bear and look for the most opportune areas to short, which is risky, or you can wait for confirmed rejection. So what we're looking for is just any signs of significant selling. There's multiple ways this can appear. You can be looking for a bearish engulfing candle. You can be looking for, you can be a little even more patient. You can wait for rejection followed by a lower high and then try to short the lower high. Even for the lower high, for confirmation for the lower high, you'd want to look for some form of rejection. So almost never good practice to buy into a large green candle, into a blue sky breakout. My personal experience with that in cryptocurrency is intermittent. That's something that I would do a lot as a beginner. And in a bull market sometimes works out. But ideally, when you're in a trend, you want to be positioning on high value pullbacks like this. Here we have a really nice pullback to the 21 daily exponential moving, or excuse me, 4 hour exponential moving average. And we recover. So whenever you have a sustained uptrend like this, you're looking to enter either in low periods of volatility, or you're looking to enter on pullbacks. Thank you, Starman Jack. I really like that you really like my day trading strategy. Bird says, don't short it, man. People are getting hurt shorting this so far. Yes. Yes. Which means it's time to short. Market or no, I'm just kidding. I have no interest in trading altcoins at this point in time. Bitcoin's doing very, very well for me. Yeah, so basically those are the opportunities I see right here. This is just a beautiful opportunity. Listen, guys, nobody likes to hear this, right? But when you see something like this, When you see this nice like 50% movement, I mean, I don't care who you are, right? Like if you're a trader, this is a good opportunity. I'm not saying you have to, but this is a good opportunity to take some profits on your long trades. All right. Wait to see what happens. Do we get some sideways consolidation? Does price start to slow down? Do we get a pullback to a moving average? Then look to position on your long. That way you can actually be patient and plan the trade out, set your stop loss, set your position size. Nothing really good comes of buying large green candles like this, right? So this is exactly what happened to me just a while ago, right? On Bybit. Let's just go back and look at the example of me with BTC, right? Looking to buy a breakout on the 15-minute time frame, and had to trade. This will work. And then had to trade extremely quickly, right, to actually be able to turn that back into a profitable position, which is generally just not a position that I like to be in, right? I like to trade more patiently on the daily. I prefer my weekly setups. I prefer my daily setups. Again, they just give me greater opportunity to practice sound risk management so that I don't get into a trade. Because some of the worst things that ever happen is you see a big movement, you have access to leverage, and you just put in something like, 1 Bitcoin, half a Bitcoin, depending on what your account size is. That's way too much. And then before you know it, price is moving, you're down $1,000 and you're basically done for the month. FTM might be getting ripe for a short as well, says Alex81SG. Yes to crypto. Hello, my friend. You can't YOLO, you're NOLO. Profit has been taking, says Bird. Probably goes slightly above 20 as a round number before sideways, but who knows? Exactly, right? When we speculate as to where price will go, we're speculating. The inflations and interest rate is not over yet. Wait and see how this thing is going to collapse to new lower low. Well, gosh, I hope not. I just put all my life savings into cryptocurrency. Is that not the right thing to do? That's what the guys on YouTube told me to do. They wouldn't leave. The YouTubers wouldn't leave me astray, would they? Of course not. All right, so brief market update, guys. We're doing these briefly. Let's jump up to the daily, the weekly, and just give you a brief overview of where we're at. Weekly time frame, of course. Weekly time frame, looking at the volatility system, stochastic RSI is beginning to get a little overbought here on the weekly time frame, so pretty rapid reaction to the volatility that we've seen here. This is giving us some confluence with our reversal system. Again, we are starting to trade above and at the upper envelope of the Bollinger Bands. Typically, when we reach an extreme above the Bollinger Bands, unless we're going to get another strong impulse there, which usually happens after contraction of the Bollinger Bands, not expansion, we get a retreat to the midline of the Bollinger Bands, which would be at least 18,801. That's in line with some daily levels of support as well. With regards to the weekly trend, I have to remind out and point out, everybody, we are still in a bear market. This is statistically a bear market rally. So we are starting to enter into a value area to position for weekly short trades. And time will tell if I'm simply too early on this. But again, it's the high conviction, high probability trade, is to use these opportunities as we approach critical levels of resistance, like the 200 weekly exponential moving average, like the 55 weekly exponential moving average, to take advantage of the euphoria and prepare for a return to the status quo. And the other thing is, try not to stress out about it so much. I'm getting a lot of messages, a lot of questions. Everybody's like, is the bull market starting? Am I going to miss it? That's the wrong way to think about things, because you're attempting to answer something that is unanswerable, right? Like, I've been trading professionally and managing my own account for a long time. And the answer is there's no way to objectively know where price is going to go next. If you want to be an investor, invest in something valuable and don't worry about price. Check back in 5-10 years. If you want to be a trader, then you need to stop worrying about these fundamental aspects of where price will go. You look for objective, high likelihood, high probability technical setups that are in line with a back-tested strategy. You use risk management and you stop worrying about these things. Because if you worry about these things, they drive you crazy as a trader and they screw up your trading. They make you make bad trades because you're worried about what's going to happen months, years down the road instead of what's happening right now, which is where you should be. So, Another reason you shouldn't worry about it too is that if it is a bull market, cryptocurrency has very powerful bull markets that give lots of opportunities to get in. So there's that. So just don't sweat it, man. Like there's nobody catches the absolute bottom. Nobody shorts the absolute top. Just do your best and forget the rest. Don't compare yourself to other people, and don't believe the hype. These LARPers on freaking Twitch or YouTube or whatever. Because they're not you. They're not trading your account, right? I'm not you. I'm not trading your account. You need to make the decision that's right for you. And the only evidence I try to present is that I've worked with thousands of people over the last 5 years. And what consistently works for everybody is getting rid of the nonsense, focusing on the technicals, and building a back-tested strategy, and then carrying that forward into the future and trading in line with that strategy. Once you do that, you can consistently do that as a profitable trader. Then you can begin thinking about discretionary trading. Excuse me. All right, so weekly time frames getting a little overextended here. Although, of course, we can carry on more powerfully. I can't predict how powerful the market will go. But we are entering into a high value area to begin looking for reversal shorts. And so I've scheduled that trade all the way up to about 25,000. I still am weekly long. So I'm looking to take profits on that position. Last take profit around 24,500, give or take. All right. Last thing, daily time frame as well. We'll see what resolution we get here on the daily time frame. Because we are consolidating very similar to how we consolidated last week, but now we've got this nice big kind of screw you wick. We did just have our daily close just right now. We closed today at $23,057. And unlike how we normally do, we're actually pushing up in the immediate moments after the daily close. So that is kind of interesting. And also, I do want to point out, this is something that's very important to note out. When you have a trend that starts trending above your fast moving averages and then moves into consolidation, notice that when the 8 daily exponential moving average catches up with the consolidation, that's when you get resolution. And that's exactly what we seem to be seeing right now. The 8 exponential moving average has caught up with price and we're having resolution, or so it appears to be. I don't have a strong opinion again on where to take this on the daily. Again, we've had a nice pullback. So as I said in the newsletter too, this opens up a valuable position for people to take this position. In fact, if you look on the daily, we drove down to the 8 NEMA. Like that was the pullback opportunity. And you could have gotten all of this. Not 2%, but not bad for Bitcoin. XRP dopamine, it's like 123. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Just in time for me to say my goodbyes. Either way, what we've got ahead of us is going to be an interesting period of time here. Again, coming back down to the lower time frames and throwing the volatility system on. Let's actually start on the hourly here. Again, we reached a period of being significantly overbought, immediate retrace, and now we are pushing back up and breaching those levels. So what I would like to see before anything is I would like to see a 15-minute close above 23,371, and then we'll go with the breakout. If we end up getting faked out and price climbs back down below that level, then we've had a failure at that level and a push back down. That is the kind of over messing with it day trader way to do it. On the daily time frame, follow your system. If you have a particular system, my particular system is flat on the daily right now. So I'll be managing my positions on the lower time frames and continuing to shoot for that ratio of 360 trades per year, 65% win rate, 400 trades, $400 on a winning trade, $200 on a losing trade. That's the goal. That's what we're doing this year. All right, guys, that's about all I've got for you. If you guys enjoy the content and you would like to learn how to improve your own trading, highly recommend you guys go grab the 5 mistakes holding you back from profitable trading. Free guide available, based and compiled upon my years of experience in the markets, where I break down the 5 most common mistakes I see traders make and actionable information on how they can resolve this. To get this, it's absolutely free. Won't cost you $1. Links down in the description. Hope it improves your trading as much as it's improved mine by writing it. Other than that, that's all I've got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another exciting episode of the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. As always, if you want to support the stream, the like button is right down there, right next to the subscribe button. You guys are the fuel to keep this channel alive and keep me coming back every single day. If you want to get involved with our community and work with me to grow and build wealth and improve your trading throughout 2023, lots of ways to get involved with our community. Please check the links down in the description, including links to all our educational content, courses, and indicators. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, sarcastic remarks, and or death threats, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I will auto-delete all of them because, yeah, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Until tomorrow, trade safely, follow your system, follow your strategy, emotional discipline and risk management pay the bills, particularly at my house, and I hope at yours too. Trade safely. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Cheers. Oh, wrong button.